In January of 2017, I hit a wall. I was still grieving over my dad's passing 14 months prior, and I'd been touring nonstop. I had lost my creative edge. The well was dry, and I was exhausted, and I was spent, and I desperately needed a break.
You broke my heart.
It's funny the things God uses to close the gap. One day while watching the news and seeing the way people treat each other, the lack of respect, the us versus them mentality, well, I simply got angry. I guess you could say it was righteous indignation. This pervasive rage and disrespect needed a response. The only way I knew how to respond was through song. Well, the dam broke, and all these melodies started pouring out of me.
So bring me into the conversation.
Hope returned, and with it, joy.
I need to hear it time and time again.
Joy at the wonder of God's creation. Joy for the people who inhabit it.
It's written and it's always been, love always been.
My hope is that we can learn to listen again. Simply listen to each other. Embrace the dignity of what makes us unique. And look up into the heavens again with a heart full of wonder. And join with the stars as they sing.
Alive.
So the next question is Jonathan Casas.
Yes.
This question is, why the new dance sound direction for the album? Do you think the purpose of the album is two questions. So let's start with that one first. Why the new dance sound direction for the album?
Well, we had some great producers, especially a guy named Brian Todd, who kind of brought sort of that side production-wise to it. He's an amazing producer, works with David Foster in the past. But honestly, the songs sort of required that. I started writing these up-tempo songs, which are very hard to write, but they just kind of gushed out of me. So, and the record was intentionally meant to be a bit more progressive. I think this sounds like a Smitty record, but it sounds like something entirely new because I've never done a record like this ever. And the second
question is, do you think the purpose of the album is too little, too late in regards to the state that we find our world in?
Yeah, I never think it's too late. The beginning inspiration for this record was the divisiveness of our country. That's what spurred this record on. And do I think it's too late? No, I do not think it's too late. I still think there's hope for us, and that's a good thing.
That's great. All right.
Of life, just what's going on in the world. You know, Columbine inspired This Is Your Time, which I just want to just say right now, my prayers are with those in Florida, this awful, awful tragedy. And I hope that all of you who are watching will join with me in praying for the families, especially who lost their children. And we just continue to lift them up. So I would be surprised if something like that inspired something down the road. But it's just life. And as I said before earlier, you know, the whole how divided we are as a country. And it was a real big inspiration for launching this pop record. Revolution and Conversation were the first two songs written for the record. And those have much to do with what I just talked about.